So that brings us to Sebastiani Bourbon Barrel Red. And man, I love this package. Black and red, and that kind of Superman S really kind of stands out.
Sure.
I think that you've got this awesome, almost Cersei costume, like this pillowing that looks like armor. It looks like a good time to me, you know. But it is aged in bourbon barrels. There are a lot of bourbon barrel red blends out there, and what I think makes ours fun, it is 99% Petite Syrah and 1% Cabernet Sauvignon. We just have a lot of really good Petite Syrah.
Yeah.
And again, you know, I can smell this, and I mean, you just look at the color difference between the Cabernet to this. You know, Petite Syrah always adds a lot of color.
I don't even feel it's 15.5%.
No,
and I do
I
not
know,
even feel.
I was gonna say,
yeah, we tried.
From 13.5 to 15.5, and there are people who have told me, "Oh, this isn't boozy enough."
It is 15.5.
And yeah, it's 15.5. It is integrated, and that is.
It's very smooth.
Wow.
It's very.
That's
yeah,
David. That's David
really
Nakaji. That is Eric Stein. That is the whole winemaking team over at Foley. You know, making wines that are integrated.
This is dangerous. That could be a problem.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is. I mean, we've had, you know, that bourbon barrels has become a rising trend, which you can speak to, and so we've tried a few of them, and sometimes it really just hits you, and it's almost too much.
Exactly.
And a lot of them are very unbalanced.
Yeah,
There's too much of it.
This is very. Now, can you say why is this such a trend right now?
Well,
why is it growing so?
Well, you have a store.
Yeah.
What is one of your #1 sellers?
Bourbon.
It's
Bourbon,
got to be
yeah.
bourbon, right? So
Yeah.
we saw it. We saw the boom with the beer industry, right? I couldn't tell you how many coveted, you know, Kentucky bourbon barrel stouts I have in my pantry, just waiting for me. The boom started, and then at one point somebody said, "We can do this with wine too." It has just really exploded, and it adds another dimension. You know, James said earlier when we were chatting about those people who want a cigar and they love bourbon, but they want a glass of wine too, and this is that kind of perfect wine for that. I don't personally smoke cigars, but I sit in front of my fire in you know, in like on a crisp, cool night. This is perfect for that, and it warms you to the core with that alcohol, but it also has that kind of toasted oak, bourbony, vanilla that I'm getting on the back of my palate right now that kind of lingers, and it's very chill. It's like I want this with my salad, and you know, before dinner maybe a glass, and then this with my dinner, and then this, you know, around the campfire after, you know, when everybody's chilling out.
There's a little
Eve wine.
delayed burn. It just slowly comes around the esophagus. But
And people expect that now with these. Wouldn't you say?
I
People
think it's
expect
fantastic.
a little bit of that burn, and we're really proud of it. And it's pretty dramatically different than the Cabernet. Whereas I don't know if you're going to find that a lot of times. There's so many Cabernets that are, like I said, that are trying to be this super high alcohol, that are trying to be a little bit more over extracted. You don't need to over extract your wines. You can use a grape that's already there, that's already meant for that. And that's why we've got the bad boy here, you know? That's why...
dangerous.
It's dangerous, right?
you like the bad boys, don't you?
And again, with that alcohol and that richness and that big, bold quality to it, what do you still get? Still get that acidity. You still get, and something that I always say, acidity, a wine that is big and bold and rich and flabby, to me, is this.
Oh yeah.
It's
soft
the
handshake.
it's the limp handshake, it's the dead fish. But a wine like this that has that little bit of, because it almost has a kick of tannin, maybe more than the Cabernet. It has that kick of tannin, it has that kick of alcohol and acidity. That's the firm handshake. That's saying, hello,
Here I
nice
am.
to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm somebody to be reckoned with. And I think that that's what they did here.
Cheers.
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 Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
guys.
Thanks for
Love
coming,
seeing
Jen.
you.
We'll be adding.
Salute.
Thank you so much.